Hello students. In this lecture, we are going to study the last topic of chapter number 1 and the topic name is characteristic equation. So here in this lecture, we will talk about two things. One thing is what is the characteristic equation, how we can find the characteristic equation, and another thing we are going to discuss is the roots of characteristic equation. Clear? So let A be any square matrix of size n by n, means it is a square matrix. I be an identity matrix, I be an identity matrix, and lambda is any unknown. Then the then determinant of A minus lambda I or determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation. Is called the characteristic equation. Clear? And if you talk about this is the equation because it is equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then important note you need to remember that a determinant of A minus lambda I is the nth degree polynomial. Why nth degree polynomial? Because A is a n by n size square matrix. Clear? So if we'll open it, we'll expand this as a determinant, then it is a nth degree polynomial in lambda. That means in terms of lambda, it will be a polynomial. Clear? This is note number 1. And note number 2 is the roots of this characteristic equation. What characteristic equation? You can see this characteristic equation, this one. This is the characteristic equation. So the roots of this characteristic equation are called eigen values. Clear? Or characteristic roots. Clear? So what will be? It is a polynomial. It is a nth degree polynomial in terms of lambda. So what do you mean by this? The meaning by this is we will get, okay. So if characteristic equation is determinant of A minus lambda I or determinant of A minus lambda I equal 0, then what will be? We will get a equation in lambda. That is what type? Lambda n, maybe a1 lambda n, or you can write a naught lambda n, a1 lambda n minus 1 plus a2 lambda n minus 2 plus dot dot dot, it is a n minus 1 lambda and plus a n equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation. This is the characteristic equation, and this characteristic equation we are getting after expanding this determinant equal to 0. This is the, and if you find the roots of this characteristic equation, so what will be the roots? Lambda 1, lambda 2, because it is a n degree equation, so there will be n characteristic roots you will find for this equation. And if you are finding for this equation the n roots, then you need to remember that these n roots, lambda 1, lambda 2, are called eigenvalues. These are called eigenvalues. Okay. So first we are going to discuss some examples related to the matrices, and then I will explain some important properties related to eigenvalues. Okay. So first we are solving two examples we will solve. Let A equals to, let us take, it is 2516. If this is the matrix, then find two things. One, you need to find the characteristic equation. And another you need to find, point number 2, you need to find eigenvalues. These two aspects we need to study in this question. So what is the, how you are writing the characteristic equation? Please learn here. It is determinant of A minus lambda I. You need to write the determinant of A minus lambda I. Determinant of A minus lambda I, if you see what is, first I want to explain you what is A minus lambda I. A means what? A means the matrix. It is 2, 5, 1, 6 minus lambda. Lambda is a number. I, identity, same size identity matrix. This is, now it is 2, 5, 1, 6 minus. This is a scalar. You can multiply this inside. Lambda into 1 is lambda. Lambda into 0 is 0. Lambda into 0 is 0. Lambda into 1 is lambda. This is. Now you need to subtract these two matrices. 2 minus lambda. 5 minus 0. 5. 1 minus 0. 1. And 6 minus lambda. Clear? So what is this? This is A minus lambda I matrix. And how we are getting it? You can see there, here is 5, no problem in 5. Here is 1, no problem in 1. Only in A minus lambda I, we are getting minus lambda here, minus lambda here. Clear? So similarly, if I take another matrix, say let A is equal to say 9, 2, minus 3, 5. If this is the matrix, then a determinant means A minus lambda I, if I want to write, I need not to do anything. Only I need to write minus lambda here, minus lambda here. So this is 9 minus lambda and this is 5 minus lambda. And rest entries you can put same to same. There is no change. So this is how we find the value of A minus lambda I. Okay. Now we'll move to question. So A minus lambda I means what? It is 2 minus lambda, 5 is same to same, 1 is same to same, and it is 6 minus lambda. The determinant is equal to 0. This is the method. Clear? How to find the characteristic equation? This, you can say this is part 1. Now, how to find the 2 by 2 size determinant? How to open? Multiply of these two. 2 minus lambda and 6 minus lambda minus 1 into 5 is equal to 0. Now multiply these two. 2 into 6 2 into minus lambda plus minus lambda into 6 minus lambda into minus lambda and minus 5 into 1 is 5 is equal to 0. Clear? 2 into 6 is 12. 2 into minus lambda is minus 2 lambda. Minus lambda into 6 is minus 6 lambda. And minus lambda into minus lambda is lambda power 2 minus 5 is equal to 0. And if you will simplify this, so lambda power 2 minus 2 minus 6, it is minus 8 lambda, and 12 minus 5, it is 7 is equal to 0. So my dear friends, this is the characteristic equation. This is the characteristic equation. Clear? And if somebody asks you what is the characteristic polynomial? So if you remember in the previous slide, I explained you what is the characteristic polynomial. If you are not putting equal to 0, you can see here, this is the characteristic polynomial. So if somebody asks you what is the characteristic polynomial, characteristic polynomial, then you need to remove equal sign only. So it is lambda power 2 minus 8 lambda plus 7. This is the characteristic polynomial. And if we are putting it equal to 0, it becomes characteristic equation. Clear? Now we need to learn how to find the value of it. So the solution of this characteristic equation gives 2. Why 2? Because it is a quadratic equation. 2 values of lambda. And these two values, what are these two values? One is lambda 1, another is lambda 2. These two values are called eigenvalues. Please remember these things. Are called eigenvalues. Okay, so let us learn how to solve it. You can solve it with the help of calculator also, but I will tell you how we can solve it. This is a quadratic equation, so here the value of A is 1 because 1 into the value of B is minus 8, this one, and the value of C is 7. So we need a quadratic formula to solve this. What is the quadratic formula? It is lambda equals to minus B plus minus, it is square root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. So it equals to minus B, minus 8 plus minus B square minus 8 power 2 minus 4 into A is 1 and C is equal to 7 upon 2 into A, 2 into 1. So it is minus minus plus, so 8 plus minus, it is how much? 8 power 2 is 64 minus 7 times 4 is 28 upon 2 into 1 is 2. And my dear friends, if you will subtract, then 14 minus 8 is 6 and 5 minus 2 is 3, 36 upon 2. And you can take 8 plus minus, it is square root of 36 is 6 upon 2. So choose one time plus and choose one time minus. So it is 14 divided 2, it is 8 minus 6 is 2 divided 2, so 1 is 7 and 1 is 8. So dear friends, we got two values of lambda, and lambda 1 we have got 7 and lambda 2 we have got 1. These two values are called eigenvalues. Some people call it Eigen, some people call it eigen, no problem. I call it eigenvalues, or you can call them eigenvalues, or you can call them characteristic roots. Roots. Clear. There are so many names. You can call characteristic values also. So there is not a big deal into it. Okay. So we'll solve one more question to find out the same thing. And in this question, if A equals to, we are taking one equation like 4, 3, 0, 1. If this is the matrix, then find out three things. First, you need to find the characteristic polynomial. Then second thing, you need to find the characteristic equation. And third thing, you need to find the eigenvalues. Clear? Two more things I will explain you, then that's why I have opened the space. This is second thing, this is fourth thing, and fifth thing. I will write later here. Clear? Or so first we are going to find the determinant of A minus lambda I. How you are going to find the determinant? It is 4 minus lambda, 3 same to same, 0 same to same, and it is 1 minus lambda. Clear? Now expand it. Multiply this and this minus this and this. So it is 4 minus lambda, 1 minus lambda, and minus 0 into 3. This is. So it is 4 into 1 is 4. 4 into minus lambda, it is minus 4 lambda. Minus lambda into 1, minus lambda. Minus lambda minus lambda, it is plus lambda power 2 minus 0. And if you will simplify it, lambda power 2 minus 4 minus 1, it is minus 5 lambda and plus 4. So my dear friends, this is what? This is A minus lambda I determinant, and this is called the characteristic polynomial. This is the answer for question number 1. This is characteristic polynomial. Okay. Now, second thing is what? Characteristic equation. So, for characteristic equation, what you need to do? You need to put this determinant of A minus lambda I equal 0. So, what is the characteristic equation? Characteristic equation is lambda power 2 minus 5 lambda plus 4 equals to 0. This is the characteristic equation. Okay. Now, to find the roots of this, it is lambda, point number 3. Lambda power 2 minus 5 lambda plus 4 equals 0. So, if you find A equals to 1, B equals to minus 5, and C equals to 4. Then using the quadratic formula, minus B plus minus 4AC upon 2A. So lambda is equal to minus, what is the value of B? Minus 5 plus minus B square minus 5 power 2, 4 into A. A is what? 1. C is what? 4 upon 2 into A. 2 into A is 1. So minus minus plus 5 plus minus. The square of minus 5 is 25 minus 4 times 1, 4 times 4, 16 upon 2. And it is 5 plus minus square root 25 minus 16 is 9. And this will give you 5 plus minus square root of 9 is 3 upon 2. So choose one time plus and one time minus. So 8 upon 2 and 5 minus 3, 2 upon 2. So it is 4 and 1. So dear friends, lambda 1 is equal to 4 and lambda 2 is equal to 1. Because lambda is the notation for eigenvalues and we are having two eigenvalues in this case. So that's why we are writing this as a two eigenvalues, lambda 1 and lambda 2. Now, dear friends, two things I am going to explain you. What is thing number one I am going to explain you is the trace of a matrix. Because it is related to eigenvalues, that's why I am explaining you here. It is defined as the sum of eigenvalues. It is defined as the sum of eigenvalues. That means trace. Okay, it is denoted by TR. So if I want to find the trace of A, so it will be lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 and plus sum of all the eigenvalues. Clear? This is one thing. Now, this is one thing. Now, important note. Sum of eigenvalues is always same as sum of all the diagonal entries. Diagonal entries. Clear? That means if you want to clear it, if A is equal to this one, A11, A12, A21, A22, if this is the matrix. So what is the size of this matrix? It is a 2 by 2 matrix. So 2 by 2 matrix means what? 2 by 2 matrix means there will be two eigenvalues. Two eigenvalues, lambda 1 plus lambda 2. And it will be equal to the sum of diagonal entries. Please remember, A11 plus A22. And this is also equal to the trace. So please remember this line. What? The sum of eigenvalues is equal to the sum of diagonal entries, and both these terms are defined as trace of the matrix. Clear? So if I move to the question here, I told you I did not mention find the trace of A. This is the question number 4. Clear? So trace, if you want to find the trace of A, then trace of A is what? The question number, part number 4. So trace of A, you can write lambda 1 plus lambda 2. And it is 4 plus 1 equal 5. Clear? So what is the trace of the matrix? Trace of the matrix is 5. Clear? Now, if you want to if you want to find the trace of the matrix here what is the trace? So in this case, the trace of A is equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2. And what is lambda 1? 7 plus 1. And 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And one of the important thing I want to tell you, if you are taking this matrix, so trace should be equal to sum of these two entries. And if you will find sum of these two entries, it is 2 plus 6. And 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. So 8 is the sum of diagonal entries. And 8 is the what? Trace. So the sum of diagonal entries and trace both are same. Please remember this. So that's why there are many questions we will find you in midterm, in final exam. What is the trace of the matrix? So trace of the matrix means nothing need to do. You just focus on the this one. What is the trace? Without solving anything, we can tell 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 is the trace of the matrix. Even if, for example, if I write you a big matrix, if this is the matrix A is equal to, say, I write a 3 by 3 order matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What is the trace of this matrix? Only you need to select the sum of diagonal entries. So what is this? 1 plus 5 plus 9 and 15. So what is the trace of this matrix? Trace of this matrix is 15. Because trace is equal to the diagonal entries. This thing you need to remember. Then another important thing we are going to study, determinant using eigenvalues. Determinant using eigenvalues. So please remember, if there is a matrix A, it is A, B, C, D. Clear? And the eigenvalues of this matrix are lambda 1 and lambda 2. If there are two eigenvalues, then without calculating determinant, we can find the value of determinant. And what is the value of determinant? Lambda 1 multiplied by lambda 2. Clear? It is the multiplication of all eigenvalues is the determinant of A. This thing you need to remember, that determinant is equal to the product of the eigenvalues. Clear? So what is the next question here? Next question is, what is the value of the determinant? So value of the determinant means we are not going to find it is 4 into 3 into 0 into 1, and then 4 into 1 is 4, 0 into 3 is 0, so 4. No, we are not going to find like this. This is the technique where we do not know the eigenvalues. But dear friends, in this question, you know what are the eigenvalues. So point number 5 is determinant of A. And determinant of A is multiplication of eigenvalues. It is 1 into 4. Oh, sorry, we need to write 4 into 1. Because first value is 4, second is 1. 4 into 4 is 4 into 1 is 4. So the value of determinant is 4 here. Similarly, if you want to find the eigenvalues in this case, say determinant you need to find. So determinant of A in this case, what are the eigenvalues? 1 into 7. So you can find 1 into 7 and it is equal to 7. So determinant of this matrix is 7 because the product of eigenvalues. And clear, if you want to find the determinant here, so what is the determinant? If I take the red color, then you will find it is 2516. 2516 means what? 2 into 6, 12. 1 into 5, 5. How much? It is 7. So this is the direct method we are not using, but the value of determinant is 7. And the same thing we calculated just by multiplying the eigenvalues. 1 into 7 is equal to 7. That is the value of the determinant. Clear? So this is the another definition. And the last definition in this lecture I will explain that eigenvalues of A and transpose of A How transpose of A is denoted? AT. Are same. Are same. This is clear. You need to remember eigenvalues of A and eigenvalues of transpose of A are same. So if question example 1, if I am taking, if the eigenvalues of A are 3 and 7. Clear? So the eigenvalues of A are 3 and 7. So the eigenvalues of AT is equal to what? Will be same. Same means 3 and 7. This is. You need to remember, this is point number 1, that if eigenvalues of A and A are 3 and 7, so the AT will have same to same eigenvalues. There is no change. The eigenvalues of AT are same to same, 3 and 7. This is point number 1. Point number 2 is, what is the trace of A? The sum of eigenvalues, 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. What is the third point? What is the value of determinant of the matrix? So determinant of A is equal to 3 into 7. It is 21. So these three are the important things. So dear friends, in this lecture, we learn how to write the characteristic polynomial, how to write the characteristic equation, how to find the eigenvalues, clear, and how to write the eigenvalues of transpose of a matrix, how to write the trace, how to write the determinant. Okay. In one more lecture, we will finish the another topic, eigenvector. Thank you very much.